viewers to this week's edition of Time with Your Banker and Financial Advisor, sponsored by Ecobank Ghana Limited. We have so far been discussing insurance. Today, we'll look into comprehensive insurance. Stay glued to your seat. We'll be right back.
We believe there's nothing Africa can't achieve when we're all on the same team. That's why we're right behind you, offering a full range of accounts for everyone. From Ecobank Direct and Classic accounts to Advantage and Premier Banking by Ecobank. Because there's no limit to how far you can go when you're part of our team. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Viewers, welcome back. Today on the program is Mr. Ransford Osebonso. As already discussed, or as I've already talked about, we are going to look into comprehensive insurance. Mr. Osebonso, we are really troubling you, but welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Osebonso, what is comprehensive insurance?
When we talk about comprehensive, as the name implies, comprehensive encompasses everything. Earlier on, we talked about third party fire and theft. Comprehensive encompasses both the third party and the third party fire and theft.
Third party fire and theft.
Let me break it down. Earlier on, I told you that insurance is normally a contract between the insured and the one who is coming to take the insurance policy. With the third party, we realize that in this case, the one who came to take the insurance policy is doing so because he or she might, in a way, accidentally do something that might that might bring financial loss to him another person.
Or other persons.
Okay, so that person is who we are going to take care of. That's the third party. The fire and theft, we looked at where the insured's property is also part of the cover.
I remember you talking about accessories.
Yes, but in this case, it has to do with only when there's fire or there's theft. When we talk about comprehensive, in this case, either fire, theft, or accidents are all covered.
Okay.
What it means is that if your vehicle is involved in an accident and your vehicle is insured comprehensively, then the insurance company will pay you for the cost of damage.
Not purchase the car for you.
No. We pay the cost of damage. If the damage is a total loss, that is, you can't, if you want to repair it, the economic value of repairing it is not of any essence. In that case, we call it a write-off. Then in that case, the insurance company will take over the property and pay you the total sum insured. So assuming you insure your vehicle for, let's say, 50,000 cedis, and there's an accident, and the nature of the accident, if you want to repair it, the cost of repairs will cost you about, let's say, 70 to 80% of the cost of the vehicle.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. That's why we are saying it's not economically, it's not worth it to repair. So in that case, the insurance company have to pay you the sum insured of 50,000 cedis. Then the insurance company will take back the damaged vehicle. Then you can use their 50,000 cedis to go and purchase another vehicle.
But maybe as at the time the person took the policy, that was the value of the vehicle.
Yeah.
But looking at it 5 years down, the economic value of the vehicle will not be the same as 50,000.
You know, insurance is a contract, an annual contract. Let me put it that way, an annual contract. So at the end of every year, if you are renewing, you are supposed to value your vehicle so that it will be equal to the market value at that material moment. So that if you are doing that, then at the time of accident, you will not complain that I bought it 5 years ago, it was 50,000 then. Now it should be about 100,000. No. We are looking at the amount you gave us, the value of the vehicle.
But you even realize that vehicles are not like landed property. wear and tear occurs with usage.
Very good.
So if we're talking about 50,000 3 years ago, that same vehicle, I don't think will be worth 50,000 today.
That same
because
vehicle,
of depreciation.
Very good. But we are looking at the market value. Should it happen that your vehicle is damaged and you want to buy a similar vehicle, how much do you think it's going to cost?
So it's up to you, the customer or the client, to assess the value of the car you have on the market.
On the back, very good.
And then decide that should I want to claim, I want so much to purchase a new vehicle. So though I bought the vehicle for 20,000 3 years or 4 years back, looking at the market, the same value of vehicle is costing 40 or 50,000. So I'll insure that car for 50,000. Is that what you are saying?
Not necessarily. You know, you bought a vehicle 2 years ago. After 2 years, you might have changed your tires. You bought a brand new tires. The tires now will not be costing 20 cedis 2 years ago. Now it will be costing about 50 cedis now.
Yeah.
So it means that the value have gone up. Are you okay? You might have changed 1 or 2 or 3 things because they are old, and now you've replaced them with new things.
New ones.
So
yeah.
in a way, the vehicle now is somehow new. So if you are going to sell that vehicle in the market now, you might not sell it for that 20,000 that you bought it for. You might sell it for, let's say, 30 or 40,000. So normally what we look at is the current market value of your vehicle.
I beg to differ, because looking at the vehicle, normally sale of vehicle in our country goes with the number plate, the age. No matter how you have repaired your vehicle, if your vehicle is 2009 and you want to sell it in 2016, though you might have done repair works, changed 1 or 2 things on it, if you compare it to a vehicle that has just been transported into the country, you look at the shocks because they have good roads, you look at ours, and you will not sell that car for 20,000 today if you bought it 20,000 4 years back.
You have said it all. Because of your roots, so maybe you've not even changed your shocks. So your shocks will be weak.
What if you have changed it?
If you have changed it and you've replaced with the brand new shocks, what shows that the shocks are weak?
But the issue is that the car has stayed in the country for about 4 or 5 years down.
Is it about the number of years the vehicle have stayed in the country, or how well you've used the vehicle, you've maintained the vehicle?
But you know, vehicles are such that, Mr. Ransford, new models are coming day in and day out. So a Toyota Camry of 2011 model will be different from a Toyota Camry 2016 model.
Very good. So in that case,
yeah.
If you are selling your vehicle, you bought your Toyota Camry 2008 model in 2010. The price in 2016 will by all means be different.
And that's what I'm driving at. Because if you want to claim total loss, that means that you should get an amount that can purchase the same brand of car on the current market.
Very good. So
it's up to you to decide that I want to be in Toyota cars always. So I'm looking at Toyota Camry price 2015, and then I want to insure that amount in 2016.
No, that doesn't work. Your vehicle is Toyota Camry 2010 model.
Yeah.
The price is 10,000 cedis.
As at the time you
bought it. Now, Toyota Camry 2010, what will be the price?
Yeah.
That is the current market value.
Yeah.
Are you okay? That's what we're looking at.
So that's what you are looking at.
Yes.
So that means that suppose you bought it, as you said, 20,000. Currently, the value of that same car is maybe 22 or 18.
Very good.
That means, though you might have insured the car for 25,000, the insurance company will give you 18.
No. We look at the amount you insure the vehicle for. But if we realize that you have over-insured, okay, somebody will come and tell you, my vehicle is 50,000 cedis. Whilst in the actual sense, when you go to the market, that vehicle may cost about 20,000 cedis.
But you do that investigation?
We have to do. We have to.
And you have to, but do you do it?
Oh, we most often do.
Viewers, we are taking a short break. We'll definitely come back on this subject.
We believe there's nothing Africa can't achieve when we're all on the same team. That's why we're right behind you, offering a full range of accounts for everyone. From EcoBank Direct and Classic accounts to Advantage and Premier Banking by EcoBank. Because there's no limit to how far you can go when you're part of our team. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Viewers, we've been having a wonderful discussion so far. I'm here with Mr. Ransford Osebonso. This program is sponsored by EcoBank Ghana Limited. Mr. Osebonso, do you normally follow up?
Follow up on?
On the price. Do you do a check on the market?
We have an idea of how much those vehicles should go up for. Okay? We've been dealing with vehicles. So we know that Camry 2010 by now should be costing this amount.
So it's a guesswork?
Not necessarily a guesswork. Not necessarily a guesswork. Not
but
necessarily
what goes
a guesswork.
into it?
Oh, that's what I
so
said.
do you do a market survey?
We do a market survey. We do a market survey. So we have an idea of how much which vehicle is being sold for. We have that thing. So when you come and you tell us your vehicle is this vehicle.
Is this amount?
And you give out the spec and you want to insure it for this amount.
And it's outrageous.
And we think it's outrageous. No. Some alarm bells starts to ring.
So you may decide not to take the policy?
No. That will even inform us that maybe the person coming on board is coming with a particular risk, or that person might be
a fraudster.
Very good.
Anyway, still on comprehensive.
So with the comprehensive, let's look at why we always advocate for comprehensive cover.
And not third party.
And not third party.
Theft.
You see, when you say third party, it means that you are not even interested in your property. Because when that property gets damaged, you will not get anything. But with comprehensive, if there's any accident, if there's any fire, and you happen to lose the property, the insurance company has to pay you the sum insured for you to be able to purchase another vehicle. You get me? With the comprehensive, if there's an accident and it involves a third party, aside we satisfying you by paying you whatever you've lost, we again have to attend to the third parties. So if the accident involved two vehicles and you are the one at fault, after we have helped in repairing your vehicle, bringing your vehicle back to the road, we also have to see to it that whoever you've also damaged that person's property should also come back on the road.
So that means that you take care of the insured property and that of the third party. I see. By do you normally do that?
Oh, that's what insurance is about. That's what the auto insurance is about, the comprehensive cover. That's what it's about. You repair the third parties, and then you repair that of the insured. Very also. Good. The only difference is that with the third party, with the comprehensive, because we have the limit up to the sum insured. So if it's 50,000 cedis, we have to spend within that 50,000 cedis. We don't go beyond that. But with the third party, we have a limit of 2,000 cedis. So if the damage is more than 2,000 and you took only the minimum limit, then we have to repair up to 2,000 cedis. But there's the option for the insured to increase his or her third-party property damage limit.
No, we are on comprehensive insurance here. So do you have a fixed amount that when an accident occurs, you split between the policy holder and whoever has incurred the loss?
No. The policy holder's limit for the comprehensive is the sum insured.
Is the sum insured?
Yes. So if the sum insured is 100,000 cedis, we have to play within 100,000.
Yes, Mr. Osebonso. do you have a fixed amount that you put aside to repair or to purchase or replace whosoever property that the insured has destroyed or damaged?
Yes, we have a limit, okay? Not a fixed amount per se, but we have a limit.
Is the limit up to the 50 or is a set limit aside his
it's a set limit aside what you have insured, your sum insured.
Okay.
The limit is the 2,000 cedis.
Currently,
2,000. So if the nature of the damage to the third party's property is 10,000, is 20,000, we pay 2,000
to that person.
To that person. But there's an option for you, the insured. You can decide to increase that limit.
Oh, okay.
So you say, okay, my vehicle is too huge. The weight is so much that should it be involved in an accident with another vehicle, maybe the nature of the damage will be so much.
Severe.
In that case, I want to increase my third-party property damage limit from 2,000 to, let's say, 10,000. So there's a difference of about 8,000 over there. So we charge you something small. You pay, and then now that limit goes up to the 10,000. So if there's an accident, then we pay those third parties up to that limit of the 10,000.
I see.
But the basic limit is the 2,000.
Is the 2,000. So if you want extra, you have to pay extra premium to top up.
To top up for that.
But if somebody is asking to pay extra premium, don't you look at it in a way that he may be a risk, somebody who can really be reckless on the road or something?
Yes, it gives us certain information.
Yeah.
Okay? It gives us certain information. Why do you want to increase your third-party property damage? That's where the proposal form will even ask you, for how long have you been driving? How often have you been involved in an accident? You get me? And that will also push us to ask you so many questions to tell us why you want the increase. But as I said, sometimes some people feel that their vehicle's weight is so much that they want to be, they want to take that precaution.
This is your proposal form. I have a problem with it because the information is being provided by the client and he may just answer them anyhow. That's my problem.
No, it is just like any contractual agreement. It's a form. You need to give us information. We don't know you. We don't know the risk you are bringing on board. So the form will guide us to know you better. So if you answer and you answer it falsely, and sometime there's an accident, and it comes out that the information you gave us was false information, it voids the contract.
That is what I want you to hammer on to most Ghanaians, because some will want to be smart. When one question is asked, either the answer is yes or no. He knows perfectly well that this answer is supposed to be yes, but he will hide information and stick no. So if all these things comes up in future and you are claiming, that means that the contract from day one is void.
Yes.
But what did you also do? Did you go do further investigation into the information he has provided?
Let me give you an instance. We asked you, how often do you drink? You say nil. Okay? There's an accident. Per the reports,
you were drunk.
We were drunk. So we don't need to go and ask your parents or whoever it is to find out whether you do drink or not.
At the time the contract was being signed, you could just ask, you should ask for a reference so that you can at least talk to one or two people concerning the person. This person, does he drink? Yes or no? So that the information he's providing, you can substantiate it in a way that it is right or not or wrong.
Okay, the form don't go to that extent.
No, I ask for the forms. They are standard forms. But I'm looking at going beyond the standard form.
Oh, okay.
Going beyond it. At least there should be a room for reference. You know, when you opening a current account in the bank, you have a room for reference. You provide us somebody to ask questions about you from that person.
Oh, no, normally with the auto insurance, we don't go to that extent. Normally.
But it's information the person
is information.
Bringing.
So we rely on, you see, we always say insurance dwells on what we call ultimate good faith. You get me? We believe that whatever information you are giving us is the truth and
Very
nothing
much
else.
for that.
Very good. It's the truth. So if you give a false information, and one day, someday, it comes out that you gave a false information, then who have caused it? You have caused your own.
I was thinking that maybe you could go the extra mile. You could go the extra mile so that at least the layperson can also benefit. Because if from day one, the contract is fraudulent and he's been or voidable, because until it is established that it is void, it's voidable, and he's been paying premiums for some years, and then at the end of the day, it comes to the time of claiming, and then you realize that there is a fundamental mistake. So this person can't receive anything. I don't think it's...
No, but who caused it? You have caused it. We don't know you. You've come to us, you want insurance.
Then I think...
And we say, what's your name? My name is Osebonsu. How old are you? I'm 30 years old. Have you ever driven a vehicle before? You say yes. Whilst maybe, for how long have you been driving? You say 10 years. Whilst maybe you've been driving for only 1 year. You have given us a false information.
Somebody might say that he does not understand.
No. If you don't understand, okay, because it's a contract, we also need to explain it to you in the language you need to understand.
But do you do that explanation?
Yes, we have to.
You have to, but do you do it? Because I have a policy. I just sat down and filled my forms. Nobody explained anything.
No, you filled it. So once you've been able to fill it and you've not asked any question, it assumes you understand it.
But I think in the filling of the forms, somebody must direct.
Not directing. If you can't read, if you don't know what you are doing, then we guide you. But once you can read and write, and you read through, and you don't ask questions, oh, I don't understand this, what does it mean? And you go ahead and fill it. It assumes you understand it. That's why you also answered it.
Mr. Osebonsu, we'll be back because I have some issues with some of your explanations. Viewers, we're taking a short break. This program is proudly sponsored by EcoBank Ghana Limited. We'll be right back.
We believe there's nothing Africa can't achieve when we're all on the same team. That's why we're right behind you, offering a full range of accounts for everyone. From EcoBank Direct and Classic accounts to Advantage and Premier Banking by EcoBank. Because there's no limit to how far you can go when you're part of our team. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Viewers, welcome back. It's been very insightful. So you are telling me, Mr. Osebonsu, that if the person was not trustworthy from day one and gave false information, that means that in future he'll be clinging to straw.
That's it. So if you give a wrong information or a false information and something happens and realize that the information you gave us before that contract was established was false, it means from day one there was no contract. So insurance dwells on good faith, utmost good faith. So when you come to my office and you don't understand something from the proposal form or aspect of the contract, the onus also lies on me to explain it to you, to your understanding.
But if the person doesn't ask that question,
if you don't ask me, how would I know whether you understand it or not? Hope you get me.
Yeah.
And normally, with this comprehensive policy, the moment you pick a comprehensive policy, we give you a policy document.
Yeah.
And we expect you to read
through
the document. Most of us don't do it.
That's one thing with Ghanaians.
Most of us don't do it.
Reading.
So if you read through and you find A, B, C, D, and you think you are not so clear, when you come back, we will always explain it to you.
But can you explain some of the few things in that agreement?
The agreement tells you about usage of the vehicle. You said your vehicle is a private-owned vehicle. So we'll tell you when you use it for commercial purpose or you use it for a fee-paying purpose, then it means that you have what? Gone contrary to the contract. So if there's an accident involving other third parties and realize that at the time of the accident, the vehicle was being used for commercial purpose, then the contract...
So if it is a comprehensive insurance and it is a hiring company, the customer must indicate that...
Yes. We ask you usage of vehicle. So you indicate whether it's for hiring, whether it's for pure private use, or it's for pure commercial use. Somebody will indicate as pure private use, and then at the end of the day, that person will be using it for commercial purposes.
Maybe in the evenings you want to do some galamuse.
So if there's an accident, you realize that you were using it for commercial purpose instead of it being used for private purpose, you've gone contrary to the contract.
What other things are in that document?
Again, also it gives you details of your vehicle. So it's Toyota Corolla, its weight, who is insured, who can drive, who can't drive, under what conditions should you be driving. When you are drunk, don't drive. All those details are in there.
But that one comes after the contract has been signed.
Yes.
I'm expecting that these things will be read through before the contract is signed.
Oh, those are basic things.
But the person must have all this information, because this will inform his decision.
Before you took the policy, we asked you, how are you going to use the vehicle? You said you are going to use it for private purpose. You've already told us. I don't need to come and explain it to you again.
Oh, okay. So the same information
it's the same the information you have given us is what we are putting in the document.
In the document. I see.
It's the same information. And we all know that it is illegal for you to drink and drive.
Yeah, that one is true.
Yes, so we put all those clauses in again.
Oh, okay.
That if there's an accident...
So it's not something new?
No. It's something you already know. But we want it to be documented. That's all.
Yeah, but Mr. Ransford, what do you have to tell Ghanaians about the comprehensive
insurance? Comprehensive is very good. Very, very, very good. No one knows tomorrow. You use your hard-earned income to purchase an auto, a vehicle, 50,000, 60,000 cedis. And then you will insure it for third party. Tomorrow there's an accident. You lose everything. So that 50,000 is gone. The property is gone. But if you should have parted with some small amount of money, maybe about some 5% of the cost of the vehicle. So if 50,000 cedis, you pay 5% of 50,000, about 2,500. You might even get some rebates. So you even end up paying about 1,000 Ghana or 1,005. You are secured. You know that whatever happens to your vehicle, you will get back a 50,000 cedis to purchase another vehicle. So you will not go sweating again looking for another 50,000 cedis or more to purchase another vehicle.
Do you advise Ghanaians to go for comprehensive or third party?
If I had my own way, I would say we should all go for comprehensive cover.
But that one is quite expensive.
It's quite expensive, yes, but not very expensive. But at the end of the day, you are always rest assured that whatever happens, the insurance company will be there to pay you that sum of money for you to get another property back.
Viewers, we've been having an interesting discussion on comprehensive insurance with Mr. Ransford Osebonso. Join us same time next week to watch Time with Your Banker and Financial Advisor, sponsored by EcoBank Ghana Limited. I'm your host, Betty Ayi.